Veyance Technologies was the founding division within Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. We were actually the first division within Goodyear Tire and Rubber in the 1890s. We were a successful division, and as such we were purchased by a private equity firm, and we've been a standalone company for the past basically 3.5 years. Globally, we are the largest heavyweight conveyor belt manufacturer in the world. We are one of the largest industrial hose manufacturers in the world, and of course we have a significant segment of our business in the automotive aftermarket, and we have other specialty niches across the segment. Basically anything rubber except for tires is Veyance.
Veyance is basically a product development manufacturing company, and supply chain efficiency really is the heartbeat of the operations. So as well as we do with supply chain, that's how well we do really in servicing our customer and generating productivity for our stakeholders. If you go back in time and look at where we were after the split from Goodyear, there wasn't a focus on supply chain. We had premium costs for logistics, we had high levels of inventory, we had manufacturing inefficiencies. So all of those were really gaps. And as the company started out on its own, it was recognized that we need to improve that.
Our supply lines are critical to our customer base. They're critical to the way that we move our goods internally with our manufacturing operations, out to our replenishment centers, through our distribution, and into our customers' hands. We needed to do something fundamentally different. We couldn't continue to have overbloated inventories, exorbitant footprints. Piles of inventory don't work. So we had to take some hard looks at the way that we did business from a supply line perspective.
We wanted to emulate the models that we've seen in other top companies within the Goodyear family and now Veyance. So in doing that, we actually went out and hired a pretty top-notch team, and we've restructured our entire supply chain from IT development to transportation networks to customer interfaces to demand signals. We've closed some facilities, we've opened some facilities, so we literally restructured everything.
I led a team along with our inventory demand planning guys to try to take what amounted to be in almost 50% of our footprint out of North America to make it more consolidated and more efficient.
In our distribution network redesign, we consolidated several distribution centers ranging from Ohio to Victorville, California to El Paso, Texas, centrally into Moberly, Missouri, and are using that facility as a central hub, and then utilizing carrier partners in individual regions for our spoke system. And in doing that, we've actually shortened delivery time to most areas within the United States.
What we did is we did an analysis of the model, right, and looked at our footprint and really looked at where our customers were located. And then we tried to find partners that could service some of those remote locations still within an adequate amount of time.
Now that we're in a centralized warehouse and we have daily milk runs going back and forth with not only raw materials but also finished goods, we can track the usages and the type of replenishment for that supply, and then we're more intelligently working to continuously improve our product to the market, whether it's delivery and service or it's the breadth of the product line.
One of the fundamental changes in the way that we looked at our service to the market was changing from a fill rate metric, which is pretty widely used in a particular market, to an OTIF metric. And OTIF basically says on time, in full. The OTIF moves to a much more stringent measurement, looking from the customer's perspective, saying, as a customer, when I wanted the product, did you have it and were you able to deliver it to me in the timely fashion? So that metrics change in and of itself create a much harder view and a much more customer-centric view for our supply chain.
Now when we talk to our customers, we talk more about how we service them across the board. Yeah, the fill rate was good and it was on time. And I think that without that second measurement, I think you're missing something in your business.
We've been able to reduce inventory working capital expense by over half. We've cut our logistics expense by 30% as a whole. Coming into 2011, 30% reduction in distribution costs, and as importantly, we've improved our OTIF to a point where we're seeing an 85 to 90% OTIF, which translates to well above a 95% fill rate. So we're seeing better customer service, lower distribution cost, lower inventory expense, and better product availability. Consideration in winning the Polk Award is very important to us at Veyance because it substantiates our efforts and the fact that we are doing the right things and we are pushing ahead for the benefit of our company and for our customers. From my view, this is a major accomplishment, and I'm very proud of our team, but as importantly, I'm very proud of our customers, because their participation in our efforts and their willingness over the last 3.5 years to help integrate our supply chain is what's been able to allow us to drive to these results.
It really is a recognition for almost the entire company, because it is an operations company, and without that supply chain integration, we would not have the results we've achieved to date. So I'm very pleased they received the award. I couldn't be happier for them, and so congratulations.